Indian Prime Minister Modi will be holding a high-level meeting on Ukraine this evening. Akhilesh joining us with the latest on that breaking story. Akhilesh, we heard an extensive briefing from the Foreign Ministry already on Operation Ganga, which is what is the name being used to describe evacuating Indians from Ukraine at this point. But is this going to go above and beyond that?
Well, we don't know the contours of the meeting, but what we've been told by the sources that Prime Minister, as soon as he returns from Uttar Pradesh, where he is on election campaign visit, and after he returns from Uttar Pradesh, he will hold a high-level meeting with the top officials and also with senior ministers to review the situation in Ukraine. Of course, the government's top priority is to bring back all the stranded students, and their numbers are in thousands, and we have been seeing that how they have been complaining that they are stuck at various borders along with Ukraine, and they have not been given any food or any water supply. And in fact, there are some reports that they are being, there was some force which have been used against them. So they are really in trouble. Although the government has been trying to do its best, they have launched Operation Ganga. So the Prime Minister is likely to review the progress of the Operation Ganga, which is currently going on. And of course, he's in touch with both the Ukrainian and the Russian top leadership. We know that Prime Minister Modi has had telephonic conversation with both the leaders, and Prime Minister Modi has urged that there should be an immediate cessation of violence in Ukraine. So the Indian position is very clear, though the Ukrainian president has, urged the Prime Minister Modi that India should give political support in the United Nations Security Council resolution. But India has so far, maintained a neutral position in this whole invasion of Ukraine, and that is why this meeting is very significant because what we know that now the Ukraine has accepted Russia's offer to hold talks in Belarus. This is what some reports are coming in. So that is why this meeting, is really important. And as far as the Foreign Secretary is concerned, he is in touch with both Ukrainian and the Russian ambassadors to India, and he has been urging that the immediate assistance should be extended to all the students who are stranded in Ukraine, and immediate return should be ensured, and they should not face any difficulty because the Indian government has been getting requests from worried parents from across the country. Various state governments also making requests. Various chief ministers have written to the Prime Minister that immediate steps should be taken to bring back all the students.
Right. Akhilesh, particularly on the Poland border, there seems to be a bit of a crisis now with that border closed. So is that also something that's likely to come up at this point with lots of Indian students stranded there?
Well, as far as Poland is concerned, we know that in the afternoon, the Poland ambassador to India, he has tweeted that all the Indian students who are holding Indian passports, they don't need any visa to enter Poland. So that's a very big development. But the problem is that, Indians are not alone. There are thousands and thousands of Ukrainians who are fleeing the country and they are trying to enter Poland. So the Indian students are just part of that big crowd which is, trying to escape from Ukraine. So it is very difficult for the Indian officials also to scrutinize and to extend help. But they are trying their best. That's what the Ministry of External Affairs sources are telling us, that, they have been issuing advisory from time to time, and the latest advisory which has been issued just a few hours back by the Indian Embassy in Kyiv, it says very clearly that since the situation is really worrying on the ground, so Indian students, have to decide on their own. Whenever there is relaxation in the curfew, then if there is a big group which is going on the road, then they should be part of it. Otherwise, they should all take their own decision whether to, take the trains which are running free of cost towards the border town areas. That decision they have to take. So this is what the advisory which has been issued by the Indian Embassy in Kyiv.